Hi guys, this is Leslie Bennett from Grace Studios, Spring Hill in Tennessee, and today I want to talk to you about working out while you are pregnant. I've been teaching dance and fitness now for well over a decade, but I actually never learned the proper modifications and the do's and don'ts of working out while you are pregnant until I became pregnant myself 5.5 months ago. So I wanted to just take all the research and information that I've come across so far and share it with you, other moms-to-be and fitness enthusiasts alike. So let's get to it. There are 3 resources I want to just make you aware of really quickly before we jump into our list. The first is a website called knockedupfitness.com. That is run by Erica Zeal. She is a great teacher, has all kinds of videos and books, and 3 children, so she knows what she's talking about. She has a great resource, which is a website about explaining what diastasis recti is, which is the separation of your abdominals. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't either, don't worry. What this is basically, if you are a planker like me, I love to plank, you're going to want to check this video out first before you continue planking. Diastasis recti basically is an abdominal separation. If you feel a ridge or a coning of your abs while you are engaging your core muscles, if you feel that you can get 2 fingers in that area, you definitely don't want to plank. So she has a video that really takes you through that process and checking yourself to see if you are safe enough to plank. So if you don't have that separation, go ahead, keep planking. I am at 5.5 months, I'm still planking at least 3 times a week. If you do have that condition, it can be fixed after you deliver. You can definitely do some Pilates exercises to get those abs working back together the way they were before. But right now, during this time, I would avoid planking altogether. That being said, there's another resource I want you to check out called whattoexpect.com. That website has a bunch of really helpful little videos of exercises that are safe when you are pregnant. So definitely check those out. And there's also a book that my doctor gave me called Your Pregnancy and Childbirth Month to Month. And that was written by the College of Obstetrics and Gynecology. And what I loved about this book is the timeline that it has you follow of what is appropriate for your body to do and what is not. For example, at my 4-month mark, I was here in the studio, I was doing some leg drops. So that's where you're lying on your back, hands are behind your lower back, and you're dropping your legs to work your lower abdominals. I did one of those. I immediately got a sharp pain in my lower abs, my pelvis area. I decided to stop right away. Later in the day, I consulted that book. Sure enough, it says at the 4-month mark, you want to avoid lying on your back and dropping your legs. So I should have read that earlier. But what is really great and interesting is your body tells you what is safe and what is not. So listen to your body. I knew immediately when I did that to stop. So that being said, listen to your body, be an advocate for yourself, check out these resources that I've given you and everything that's out on the internet, because there are a lot of helpful things to help you in this process. One more thing is you want to make sure that if you are getting dizzy, you have a headache, you're nauseous, you are faint, you are out of breath, to stop working out. And especially if you have fluid or blood discharge, stop. It is not worth it. So we have plenty of time to work out after our baby is here. Let's just make sure that he or she is safe. So that being said, let's get to our list. Do's and don'ts. Let's start with the don'ts. Things you want to avoid. As I just said, avoid lying on your back. Now, I didn't know this, but when you lie on your back, your uterus is actually so heavy that it compresses something called your vena cava, which is the main blood source that goes to your baby. So let's avoid that for this time anyway. Okay, so you want to, instead of lying flat on your back, use a core stability ball or a small Pilates ball, or you can use a pillow just to keep your heart higher than your hips. So you can still do modified crunches this way. You can still do exercises as long as you're not lying flat on your back. So that's the first one. Second is you want to avoid lying on your stomach. Of course, it's probably not going to be comfortable anyway, but I'm used to lying on my stomach and putting my hands behind my head and doing back lifts. None of that right now. You want to avoid overstretching, heavy lifting. In my card that I have promoting Grace Studio Spring Hill, I have my head between my knees and I'm super flexible. Now that I have this little human in my stomach, I can barely touch my toes. So that almost goes without saying, you can't overstretch because you can barely move anyway, at least I can't. So avoid also sharp percussive movements. So anything jabbing, if you're into boxing, I would avoid it. Inversions, we have an inversion table here at the house where you hang upside down to align your spine, avoiding that. And also contact sports. Goes without saying, basketball, baseball, football, when any flying object is coming at your stomach, probably best to avoid that. Lastly, back bends I wanted to talk about. I personally find it kind of uncomfortable to do back bends. I like to usually put my hands on the bar and then reach out and spread out my chest and my hips. I'm finding that to be really uncomfortable now. So, listen to your body and see if that's something that you want to continue doing. For me, that's something I'm going to avoid. So again, lying on your back, your stomach, any percussive movements, jumping, and for the runners out there, I know there's some people, like one of my clients, she said that she ran a half marathon at 8 months. Kudos to her. I personally find that too jarring on the body. So if you are one of those people that must run, I would suggest a very light jog. Things that you do want to do though, you want to do no or low impact cardio. You want to keep walking, keep moving, get that blood pumping. You can do easy stretches for sure. Upper body, arm movements, absolutely. Any exercises where you're sitting or kneeling, there's plenty of yoga poses and Pilates exercises you can do on your hands and knees or while you are sitting and kneeling. So take advantage of those. So again, those are my quick do's and don'ts. Please leave me some questions and comments if you have any. And good luck with your pregnancy, ladies, and please stay safe and healthy. And best of luck to all of us. We'll see you soon. Bye.